My nigga.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's the Boxing Meeting Podcast back up in here once again. It's another one, y'all. It's another one once again, man. Yeah, another day in boxing. So Shawn Davis versus Edwin De Los Santos. The fight is canceled. Yeah, the fight is canceled. So the fight is canceled. So what they saying is, man, Shawn Davis came overweight. 4 pounds. Which he probably already knew he couldn't make that weight. He already said he couldn't make that weight. You know what I'm saying? In the press conference or whatever. That's crazy, though. Everybody was looking forward to the Shawn Davis versus Edwin De Los Santos fight, man. Come to find out, it's been canceled. That's crazy, yo. Yeah, that's crazy work right there. Shawn Davis done called out Abdullah Mason. He done said he gonna knock Edwin De Los Santos out. That's crazy. Some people are already calling Shawn Davis. Some people are already calling him, you know what I'm saying, unprofessional. He called himself the businessman. He called himself the businessman. He come overweight in his own hometown, man. In his own hometown. The fight is canceled. That's crazy. But it's all good, though. It is what it is. We still got Abdullah Mason, you know what I'm saying, stepping up to the plate, about to roll and beat his opponent tomorrow. Yeah. It's all good. Ohio in the building. You already know what it is. Yeah, they got Abdullah Mason, the main event now. You know what I'm saying? About to get that smoke tomorrow. But damn, though, man, that is crazy, though. Shawn Davis got canceled, man. Damn. I wanted to see that fight. I was going with Shawn Davis. Luckily, I ain't bet on that fight, though. I hope the people that, you know what I'm saying, betted and all that, got their money back or whatever. I know people bought a lot of tickets, caught flights, bought hotel rooms, all type of stuff just to see that Shawn Davis fight versus Edwin De Los Santos. But it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. First of all, before we get this show started all the way, you know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe to the Boxing Media Podcast.
You're an artist and want to stay a star, don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing.
Come to the Boxing Media Podcast. Shout out to Turkey Out of Sheep too, man, for trying to make boxing great again.
Who's your favorite fighter of all time?
Roberto Duran.
Hands of Stone, Roberto Duran.
Yeah, man. But it's crazy though, man. No, Will, that's how I go. I wondered if Floyd tell Shawn Davis to come in overweight like he told Ryan Garcia. Remember Ryan Garcia was hollering at Floyd before he fought Devin Haney? He told him, they say Floyd told Ryan Garcia to come over 3 pounds overweight. So Floyd was in Shawn Davis training camp. I wondered if Floyd tell Shawn Davis to come in 4 pounds overweight. That'd be crazy. But it is what it is, though, man. That extra weight mean a lot, though. Yeah, that extra weight mean a lot. That extra 4 pounds. So what you think? You think Keyshawn Davis should stay at 135 or move up to 140? Because even though you still want to see Keyshawn Davis fight some people at at 135. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But if he can't make the weight, he can't make the weight. Just like Bud said, man. He said he should go ahead and move up. Yeah, you know, but shit. He was gonna make his last fight at 135 anyway. Then he was gonna move up. But yeah though, man, this is fight everybody wanted to see, man. Edward De Los Santos trainer had bet 10,000 that Edward De Los Santos was gonna win, but Edward De Los Santos choose not to fight Keyshawn Davis for whatever reason. He still could have became the champion, but he ain't take the fight. Yeah, I think he's still getting a little bit of bag too, though, man. That's crazy. All these fighters turning down all that damn money, man. They turning down millions. They must don't need that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Shit. Teofimo Lopez just turned down 11 million. Huh. Yeah, that's crazy. But it is what it is, though, y'all. Yeah, so. Hey, we're going to check out some of these interviews since the fight been canceled. Let's see what some of the boxing fans and critics got to say about this. What I'm talking about. Check out what Mill City had to say on this, on the rights and internet.
And now Keyshawn Davis is stripped from his title. But not only that, Edwin De Los Santos and Keyshawn Davis is canceled now. Man. And now we have Abdullah Mason going to be stepping up and taking the main event spot. Holy smacks. Missed weight by 4 pounds. Got all your peoples buying tickets to see you. Then you try to bully Abdullah Mason, and then he takes your main event spot. The way the Lord works, I'll tell you, man. Wow, what do you think about what just happened? It kind of messes up my, my tomorrow night, my fight night, you know what I mean? I was looking forward to this fight. Damn, man. Keyshawn, what's up with that?
Are you worried that using your home address for business puts your privacy at risk? At iPostal One, we can help. So.
That's crazy. Yes, that's crazy work, y'all. It's crazy work right there, man. Keyshawn Davis, man, he got everybody, man. Excuse the ass, though. Keyshawn Davis got everybody, man. Like, man, the fuck? People been waiting on this fight, man, ready to see this fight. And Keyshawn Davis done miss weight. That is crazy, man. Yeah. Well, let's see what Frank Martin had to say about it.
What about Frank Martin if you move up? Because here's an interesting storyline. He actually moved from Derek James to Buddy McGirt. I know that you're a protege of Purnell. Buddy fought Morpho. Mm-hmm.
So you got a little story right there.
Well, I'm trying to sell a fight, right? I mean, before the Frank sounded like a good fight. Does it still sound like a good fight?
No, Frank is soft. Tank exposed him. Tank was doing anything to him in the press conference and the weigh-ins. The entire culture seen that Frank Martin is really kind of soft. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to sign up for a fight knowing that I'm probably about to bully this kid. Understand what I'm saying? So no, I don't want to. I want to challenge. I want somebody that's really going to fight me, and I feel like who's really going to fight me is Teofimo.
I guess this is me kind of trying to put things together, but Buddy fought a guy from Norfolk, Virginia, Pernell Whitaker, and there was a fight that seemed like.
So there you go, right there though. So we might get a fight with Keyshawn Davis or Frank Martin coming up, or we might get Keyshawn Davis versus T.O. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? They both fumbled the bag. Yeah, they both fumbled the bag. So we'll sit back and see what's next for Keyshawn and see what's going on. Let's check out what Terrence Crawford had to say. I mean, Timothy Bradley. See what the ad. See what Tim Bradley had to say.
Here with Hall of Fame Tim Bradley. I know there's a lot of controversy, still things being worked out. Keyshawn coming overweight, De Los Santos and Keyshawn fight still kind of in jeopardy just a little bit. What's your thoughts overall on the whole situation?
I just think it's kind of ironic that the last time we was here was the other way around.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking ironic, and he wasn't happy about it at all. Mm-hmm. He was not happy about it, and he got extra money and he took the fight. Keyshawn came through with his deal, even though he was on the other end of it. Now let's see if De Los Santos takes the fight, but look, I'm a fighter. I understand. Let's say if we give him the benefit of the doubt, he tried to make the weight. This and all this in the third, right? That's bullshit. You on the other side, that's bullshit. You didn't try to make the weight. Why you signed a contract for 135 and put your title on the line if you knew you wasn't gonna make the weight to begin with? If you knew you were struggling to make the weight to begin with? So that's what I would say. In return is that it's bullshit. It's very unprofessional. You're supposed to make that weight. Period. Hands down. I don't give a damn. If he crawling on all fours to the scale, then I'm saying, damn, he tried to make the weight, but it was too much for him. But he wasn't crawling on the scales at all. At all. So, look, say what you want to say. I have my opinion about it. Some fighters, quote unquote, grow out of weights, and that does happen. They grow out of the weight class, absolutely, for sure. He is a big 135 pounder, and he has been at 135 his entire career. However, he's been busy. He's been busy. It's not like he's been sitting for 2 years. He's been busy. This is his third fight this year. So he's kind of ran camp into camp into camp. So he should have been able to make that weight or even come closer to that weight. 4 pounds, that's an embarrassment, man. 1 pound, I can understand. I can understand some ounces, maybe even 2 pounds. But 3-4 pounds and up, man, no, bro. That's not professional at all, bro. And it's wrong and it's unfortunate. But it is what it is. I guess now we're gonna see if De Los Santos gonna take the fight. He has a decision to make. I know he's been off for a very long time. Look, he can save the show or not. It's up to him and his team, And look, he ain't got no check in 2 years. He needs the money, so he's kind of put in a position to where he has to take the fight. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But hey, shame on you, Keyshawn. Shame on you. You talking about you the businessman, dog. You ain't acting like the businessman. You dropped the ball right here, man.
Was it a little too premature to bring up the Abdullah Mason stuff too? Like knowing that if you couldn't make the weight, because the perspective I think a lot of fight fans kind of was like Keyshawn punked Abdullah. He said, hey, you want to fight? I'll make the fight next, yada yada. But then doesn't make the weight after. Is that kind of help Abdullah in a sense and kind of?
It don't help. It don't help. It don't help Abdullah. It don't none of that. Abdullah Mason.
So Timothy Desert Storm Bradley said Keyshawn Davis dropped the ball.
will take the fight. He would. Absolutely. No doubt about it. So I personally think if the fight was to be made, or if he really serious about what he's talking about, he'll make the fight at 140. You know, if Abdullah is fighting at 35, because I know he look like he's big and he's outgrowing the weight class, he'll fight him. I promise you, no problem. He'll step in the ring with him. For sure he'll fight him. But Keyshawn, look, this is competition. Keyshawn should have been worrying about weight, making weights. That's what he should have been worrying about. Not worrying about Abdullah and what Abdullah is bringing and what he's doing and yada yada. I mean, keep your head on in the right direction, my guy, Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? You got business to take care of with De Los Santos, who ain't no easy task. Who's not an easy task, man? De Los Santos is lethal with both those hands, man. He got speed and punching power. You know?
I think you described it as like he's quick to the draw. He has a good hand, a good right hand as well.
Yeah, he double fisted for sure. Double fisted, quick to the draw, gets there. I would say somewhat predictable though, but at the same time, he's still a guy that everybody respects in the game. A real fighter, they know that De Los Santos is legit. He's a legit fighter. They know. You know, Keyshawn is a good fighter too, man. He's a good fighter. He got a lot of skills, ton of skills. But look, we'll see. But that's who he needs to worry about. He don't need to be worrying about no Abdullah Mason and trying to put that kid on. See, Abdullah is not one that was taught. Abdullah ain't about no nonsense. See, that's what you got to understand. Abdullah, he's quiet. He's a quiet killer. You feel me? He get in there and he obliviate you. If you don't belong in the ring with Abdullah Mason, he knocking you out. He getting you up out of there. He gonna find out. He gonna find out real soon too. So look, hey, Keyshawn wanna bark up that tree? Come on. You already know what it is, Key. You know Abdullah is a real deal. You know that. So we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see if that fight will materialize. But anyways, it is what it is, man. That's their quorum.
So y'all see what Timothy Desert Storm Bradley had to say. Hey, y'all see the way he was looking when he was talking about Abdullah Mason? That boy was looking serious though when he was talking about Abdullah Mason fighting Keyshawn Davis. But he was right though, man. Yeah, he was right. He was right about what he was saying. You know, and Abdullah Mason actually agreed. I seen on the interview, he actually agreed to fighting Keyshawn Davis at 140. You know, so we still might be getting that fight. Let's see what Bud had to say about it. I still want to get excuse the ad. That's crazy, man. So does that make Keyshawn Davis or De Santos a duck? That's the question too. Let's see what Abdullah Mason had to say about it. He just did an interview too. Let's see what Mason had to say about it.
Here for the ring. I'm here with undefeated lightweight phenom and ring ambassador Abdullah Mason. Abdullah, it's been a wild few hours here for you in Norfolk. You're now the main event against Jeremiah Nakatia after Keyshawn Davis missed weight against Edwin De Los Santos. What's your reaction, man? What did you think when you heard that news?
I'm just glad I'm prepared for it. You know, for me being a fighter, you know, you have to be prepared for moments like this at all times. Like I say, boxing will determine, you know, everything, like who I fight next. You know, this type of thing. You know, certain main events. It's just time to work now. Focus. You know, it's time to go. Everything. You know, the cards laid out right for me. You know, and I'm grateful for that. But I'm still focused to the end, so it's time to do my work tomorrow.
You always just kind of have a cool, calm, collected head on your shoulders, man. But is it maybe a little bittersweet that, you know, it's a great opportunity that you are a main event now, right? Yeah. But would you have preferred that it was planned that way and then kind of like fall on your lap per se, or are you just not looking at it too deep?
Yeah, I most definitely. You know, I definitely would have preferred that it was planned that way. You know, with everything falling out with Keyshawn, you know, at the weigh-ins, I was hoping that fight would still go through. You know, that still would have been a great main event. But I'm still glad to be able to main event here in Norfolk. Norfolk, to me, it feels like a second home. It's only my second time out here fighting, but the embrace that I got the first time was huge. You know, the crowd went crazy. You know, I'm getting all type of DMs like, you know, come back to Norfolk soon. I can't wait to come back and, you know, show out again. And not only that, when I came back here this time, they still saying, I can't wait for you to show out. So me being the main event, you know, it's amazing.
You could sense it. I saw it at the presser. I saw it at the weigh-in. I saw you catching up with Mike Vick, you know, NFL quarterback legend over here. What was that like talking to Mike Vick? And he was obviously a fan. He became a fan when he watched you fight last time here.
It was great. It was great for sure. You know, I'm definitely grateful to be in a position right now to be able to, you know, meet those certain people who've done big things, you know, in certain cities, and just being able to be face to face with them, you know, be able to have those conversations, or just meeting them, period. You know, knowing that they've been through it already. You know, I didn't really watch sports growing up, but I know, you know, that's big, you know, and I'm grateful for that.
And it was a wild press conference yesterday. Keyshawn pressed you. And now he's not fighting, and now you have the opportunity to steal the show in his hometown. How wild is that to think about?
Hey, y'all, that is crazy, though. That is crazy. Like, Keyshawn Davis called Abdullah Mason out. Now, Abdullah Mason is the main event in his own hometown of Keyshawn Davis. That's wild.
Pressure, you know, he let his hands go from you know, everything that I've seen. he's legit. He's legit. So he got a great record as well. Well, he like 16-0 with like 14 KOs.
I think he's 18-0.
18-0.
Yeah.
So we got pretty much the same record. So he's out there in the UK. I'm out here in America. But that'd be amazing. A meetup to fight for a world championship and a worthy world championship. But first, I got to get through Nakatila.
Assuming that you get past Jeremiah Nakathila, and then there's a fight against Sam Noakes for the vacant WBO lightweight title. Obviously, the UK market is really big. There's a big audience over there. I know you have a really big fan base here in the States, but would you be open to going to the UK if that opportunity presents itself?
Man, going out to the UK is that'd be crazy. I'm definitely all for the idea. If everything is right to go out there, show it out there. And one thing about the UK, me and my team actually been talking about it. How the experience would be going out there. Just wanting to be out there. Period. Because.
So I think after this, Abdullah Mason, he'll be getting him a title fight. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, after this, Abdullah Mason, he'll be getting him a title fight. Probably at 135 or 140 or something like that. That's if he decides to move up or not. But yeah, though, man, that's all that, man. All that missing weight and all that, man, that's crazy. That's one thing about boxing, man. You gotta have discipline. You gotta have discipline in boxing, though. But like Keyshawn said, he knew it. He knew it, though. It's crazy, though, because it seemed like everything done backfired on him, though. Doing all that talking, man. And didn't even make weight. That's crazy.
Boxing, number one, is skill. It's all about skill, basically. When you come to real boxing, I'm not talking about no Sylvester Stallone shit. That shit they show on TV, that's bullshit. When you start talking about real boxing take real skill. Okay?
Brought in some big guys in here. You beat them all.
It ain't only about being big. You gotta have skills, son.
Yeah, man. But probably get back with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, whatever. We'll see what happens tomorrow with the Abdullah Mason versus Nakathila fight, the main event. 5 p.m. Eastern. That's the undercard. 10 p.m. Eastern is the fight card. So I'm going to get up with y'all, man. Peace. I'm up out of here.
This is for my grandfathers, my grandmothers, my father, my mother, Curly, my 3 brothers, last but not least, Snubby.
Mr. McNeely, what was it that you have told your son?
And last but not least, Medfield.
What is it that you've...
That nonsense because they were starting to butt heads. Oh. Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes McNeely.
That's some pussy shit. That's some weak shit. Oh, you can't come in this much and shit. I mean, get the fuck out of here. It's boxing. You got on the scale, I made the weight, regardless when I come back as. Hey, you accepted the fight, let's get in there and fight like me. Simple as that.
Tell him hold the belts. I'll whoop his ass for free.
Easy work.
No, not for free, but not for the damn belts.
Peace, y'all.
last